For most of his life, he believed one thing. If people understood him, they would accept him. So he kept explaining his choices, his dreams, his silence, his failures. He stopped, and that day changed everything. His name was Daniel. Daniel wasn't. He was kind, and kindness often gets mistaken for weakness. At work, he explained why he was late. To friends, he explained why he couldn't come. To family, he explained why he wanted something different. Every decision came with an explanation. Every no came with guilt. Because Daniel believed, if I don't explain myself, they'll misunderstand me. But no matter how much he explained, someone was always disappointed. What people didn't see was the weight. Explaining takes energy. Justifying drains the soul. Daniel would come home tired, not from work, but from carrying everyone's expectations. At night, his mind replayed conversations. Maybe I should have said it differently. Maybe I should have agreed. Maybe I was wrong. Slowly, Daniel began shrinking. Not physically, but emotionally. He stopped sharing ideas, stopped dreaming out loud, stopped trusting his instincts. Because explaining himself had become a full-time job. One evening, Daniel missed a family dinner. Not because he didn't care, but because he was exhausted. The next day, messages came. You've changed. You think you're better now? You should explain yourself. Daniel stared at his phone, and for the first time, he felt something different. Not guilt, tiredness, a deep, quiet tiredness. And a thought appeared. Why do I have to explain my peace? To people who disturb it? That night, Daniel asked himself a question he had never dared to ask before. Who am I living for? The answer scared him. Because it wasn't myself. It was everyone else. Their comfort, their approval, their understanding. And suddenly, another truth followed. The people who truly care don't need explanations. The next time someone questioned his choice, Daniel did something new. He didn't defend himself. He didn't argue. He didn't explain. He simply said, "This is what I've decided," and stayed silent. His heart raced. His hands shook. Silence felt dangerous, but also free. Not everyone liked it. Some got angry. Some got confused. Some tried to push harder. You owe us an explanation. You've changed. You're being selfish. Daniel listened, and for the first time, he didn't absorb it, because he finally understood. Explaining yourself won't make the wrong people understand you. As days passed, something shifted. Daniel spoke less, but meant more. He chose his words carefully. He chose his energy wisely. He learned that silence is not weakness. Boundaries are not cruelty. Choosing yourself is not selfish. And the people who mattered, they stayed. The ones who only benefited from his explanations slowly faded. With all that extra energy, Daniel started hearing his own voice again. He trusted his instincts, followed his curiosity, made decisions without fear. He wasn't angry. He wasn't bitter. He was calm. And calm is powerful. One quiet morning, Daniel realized something simple. He had spent years trying to be understood, when all he needed was to understand himself. The moment he stopped explaining, he started living. One day, someone asked him, "Why are you doing this?" Daniel smiled gently and replied, "I don't need to explain," and walked away, not out of arrogance, but out of clarity. If you are listening to this, and you feel tired all the time, not because life is hard, but because you are constantly explaining yourself, listen carefully. You don't owe everyone access to your reasons. You don't owe everyone comfort. You don't owe everyone an explanation. The right people will understand you in silence. The wrong people never will, no matter how much you speak. Stop explaining. Start living. The day he stopped explaining himself was the day he finally found peace. And maybe that day can be today for you too.